Alright. Alright, let's get the show started. I can't hear sound. Oh, that's because my mic is muted. It's definitely working. That's weird. That's not as loud on my end. Yikes. Alright, so far only one person watching. Okay. Hey, Bloom Boy. How's it going, man? How was Christmas? Ooh, this is gonna take a while to get used to. What's the audio so low? Yeah, we're gonna do a hot reset here. I don't really like how things are really playing out here. Why does it sound so low on my computer? Why is it? Okay, you guys can probably hear the audio just fine, but for me, like it sounds like you know, deafened or whatever. Like it does not sound like loud at all on my end. Yeah, hang on for just one second real quick. We're still playing the game. I'm just gonna test out some audio real quick. I'm gonna do a little bit of some cross-examination. Yep, it's still loud. So it's definitely at full volume. Alright, let's go and put it back on. So weird how it's deafened. Good. I got gifted some games off my Steam wish list from my parents for Christmas. Really like Ballistic NG. I'm happy that I'm able to play the other three again. I can only hear you. Yeah, you can't hear the game audio? Yeah, man, I feel, man. I have no idea what's going on with this. Oh, of course you, cause like it's not even playing. I got you, Bloom Boy. Hang on a second. Let's fix that issue. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's good that you got stuff from your Steam wish list. All right, how's that for you? For y'all? That's cool, man. So what are three games that you got for your Steam from your Steam, like besides the Ballistic game? Okay, this is gonna take some serious getting used to. It might just be the ROM that I'm playing from. Alright, so anyway guys, so this was not my first ever owned Sonic game. Like I actually like played this game like through like emulation when I was like I'll say when I was like probably like 9 years old or something like that. So as a kid, like I thought this was like another like Sonic. I thought this was like just like another like Sonic like title. Like I didn't know it was actually related to the Sonic Advance series or let alone on the Game Boy Advance. I just thought it would be like a Sonic on like let's say like the Neo Pocket or whatever. Or I will cover that game in the future. So essentially, when I was a kid, like when I first saw this game, like I was just amazed by the graphics and stuff. I remember watching this a lot when I was in elementary school. Like whenever I'm like, sorry, I'm like constantly level design here. When I was like during like my times like when I was like away from like when I was at home, whatever. So as you guys can see, like this was basically this is basically like the first like ever like game that Sega and Nintendo did, or first ever Sonic game on the Nintendo console. Because you gotta remember back in like the 90s and 80s, well really the 90s, like Sega would put Sonic on their own consoles. Like Sega didn't start like merging with Nintendo until like later down the line. Like they're pretty much rivals at first. So you gotta bear that in mind. There's not really much for me to say with this first zone. The only thing I'm just genuinely impressed with is like the level design. Like there's a lot. These levels are not very long, at least till the end. But these levels are not very long, but they have a lot to kind of explore in. So kind of like Sonic CD. Not a whole lot of hazards out to kill you, just room to explore. And essentially, the whole purpose of this was to function as kind of like a classic Sonic game on like a 2D like portable device. So kind of like how like Mario was doing the same thing for like, sort of like how Mario was bringing back his classics to like the portable device like the Game Boy, and then the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. This was Sonic's first time ever doing that, or at least like I think they did. I think before this game, no, it came after the game. Like, so after this game was a game called Sonic Neo Pocket Adventure. That game came after this game, if I recall correctly. So this was Sega's like first like handheld game. Crap, missed it. Dang it. Can I get it? Yeah, not very much to really say about this game. I love the music in this game. I really wish the volume was higher on my end so I can actually hear like a lot of tracks. These tracks really do like bang a lot. I might do a bit of a reset because I don't really like. I might do a reset here. Hang on, Bloomboy. I see your comment, man, but I'm gonna answer this in a moment. Yeah, I might have to pause it here and like switch to like a different ROM or something like that. I don't like how this one sounds like this one doesn't really sound like pretty big or whatever. I probably should start with advanced too. No, no, guys, you gotta hear the music in this. I mean, well, you guys do, but I gotta hear the music. It's like it just like it doesn't feel the same. We don't hear the music. All right, let's do some cross examination here real quick. Let's load Sonic Advance 2, see if it'll be the same experience. Nope. It's definitely not the ROMs. So it has to be the emulation. For some reason, the emulation is deafening the sounds. Why is it doing that? I know, right? Alright, hang on a second, man. Is there like a settings? Oh, okay, I figured it. Okay, I got it. I understand what's happening now. Okay, I got it, guys. Okay, it should be better on my end now. I literally cannot do that without like hearing the music. Okay, that's a little better. Yep, much better right here. Thank bejesus. Alright, let me take a moment to read comments real quick. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back up. You guys can still hear the audio. Alright, let me read comments. Oh, the Ring Racer thing is happening again. Oh, it's not showing for you guys? Or, wait, hold on a second. What? Oh! Oh, shoot. That's bad. No, you guys can still see it. Don't worry, guys. We're just getting started here, so we'll fix it out. We'll fix it out. I know, right? It's crazy. Like, I swear it shouldn't be happening like this. It might just be the emulation, but still. You guys should still be able to see. Okay. No problem. No problem. We'll do something about that. I'll play with it. That way we are showing this gameplay. Do not capture audio. Because, like, if Mop was able to do it, then so can I. Like, there has to be a trick to this. Alright. Okay, but you guys can still... Okay, sweet. Alright, let's pray that nothing bad happens here, guys. We'll do a test run. We're gonna test it out. Don't worry, guys. It's still early stream, so like we're still figuring things out here. It's kind of just bouncing around right now. Nope. Still only showing single frame. Why is it behaving this way? Don't worry, guys. We'll figure this out. Bear with me, guys. I think it's the full screen thing you're doing. All right, let's try without full screen and see what happens. Wish there's a way for you guys to be able to fast forward, but like, not sure what's going on. Nope, it's working. Alright, let's roll with it. So yeah, guys, so basically, so when I was younger, like, I didn't know this game existed until I was in elementary school. Because my first time playing this game, I was 4 years old, and I actually played the sequel to this game. I didn't play this one until, like, years later. And I played it through emulation. So, like, I did not even own this game until, like, recently. And like, cause I actually bought it for like a retro game store, but essentially like, I keep saying like a lot. So essentially, the first thing that really impressed me about this game was the visuals and like the music. The music really like slapped for me as a kid. And I remember like I'll always like go home and boot up YouTube. And this was the outdated version of YouTube, so like I'll always like boot it up and like watch these like videos of like these like guys like fighting all these like bosses and stuff. And this was a big like staple of my like early childhood. I'm gonna turn the volume just a little bit here. We're gonna increase it just a tad bit. Yeah, let's increase that volume. No, I want full screen. So yeah, so basically, this game starts out fairly easy. Like nothing like no like big stakes or anything. Like the stakes start increasing towards like the last like few levels, but it gives out to a nice like gradual start to kind of warm you into it. But what made this game really popular was not that I was working on a handheld, was the fact that like Sega was actually put like a Sonic game or a Sega game on an actual Nintendo console, because like for most of like Sega's like lifetime, or at least Sonic's lifetime, Sega and Nintendo were big rivals. So the idea of them putting like Sonic on an actual like handheld device like the Game Boy Advance was never really thought of. And honestly, if Sega never did that, like there will be no Sonic Advance 2 or Sonic Advance 3. There'll only be like Sonic Advance like 1, and that'll be kind of it. And then like they'll sort of go back to like 3D games and stuff. Hey Mike, good to have you on channel, man. But yeah, that's the really big thing about this game. And this game focuses more on platforming. Like, it's not really all about going fast in this game. Like, this game is more of a tribute to like the Genesis games. And really, like, this is really supposed to be like a trilogy. And there's actually like 4 games, but let's go ahead and say there's like 3 games for sake of like simplicity. But there's actually a controversial debate within the Sonic fandom about which Sonic Advance game is their favorite. Let me quick kill this boss real quick. Dang it, almost got him. So like which like Sonic Advance is their favorite? So like my favorite is the second game because it's my childhood. But a lot of people preferred the second or third game. Like rarely people prefer this game. At least not that I heard of. And honestly, I'm actually kind of surprised that not a lot of people prefer this game, because this game, like each game, and I'm gonna talk about innovation here, guys. I keep getting like a little sidetracked, but basically, like the one thing I love about these advanced games is that each game innovates on the previous one. So this game is focusing more on like staying true to like the Sega Genesis games, although the physics is not one-to-one with the Sega Genesis games and stuff. But as you guys are gonna see when I move on to the next game, the next game's focus is on speed. And spoiler alert, the third game is not really on speed or platforming. It's sort of a combination of both. But what makes the third game stand out is like the type of levels it has, like the level design change. Like the third game has more of a bit of like a maze like type of design to it, and also is more team like focused. So kind of like Sonic Heroes to an extent. It's more team orientated. So like pausing the game, but so like I really like the way how like these games like sort of innovate on each other, like with each new entry. Something I wish the Mega Man's game sort of did, like we go from playing like a platforming focused like level or game to like a level where you have to use Rush Bike or Rush Marine or something like that, or like you can play as both Mega Man and Roll in like a lot of levels and stuff. I wish Capcom started like doing that. You know, they start pushing like the Mega Man games at each like new entry. And actually, to give you guys a little bit of a spoiler alert, yesterday when I was like on the phone with Mop, me and him were having a debate about which, like, out of the first 6 Mega Man games, like which ones were the most fair. And honestly, like me and him had to really think about it for a moment. As much as we love Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 5, I have to say Mega Man 6 is the most fair out of them, because okay, I'm just gonna go in order here. Mega Man 1, right? Mega Man 1 has its fair share of issues outside of like the first like Wily stage with the Magma Bean. Like in Mega Man 1, the stages are kind of restricted. Well, not restricted, but your first like Robot Master choice is kind of restricted because at the difficulty spike, for instance, like if you start with a Gustman stage, you gotta deal with those annoying like conveyors. If you start with Iceman stage, you got those little footholder enemies, and in a Lekman stage, you gotta deal with those little like Yoku blocks, which is not really a big issue. But then you get to like a Lekman, and like he sort of beats you in like 3 hits. So it's really hard to pick. You don't really have a couple of options of which first Robot Master you want to pick between like Cutman and like Bombman. And and of course, and that's basically it for like Mega Man 1. Mega Man 2, however, Mega Man 2 gets off to a nice, good start, but then like you know, with the booming trap, so that move kind of like screws you over, cause like, and I sort of like this like sort of like summed up to where basically the devs sort of ran out of ideas for booming track. Like they have a cool idea for a boss, but they don't really know how to really like. Actually, let me say it like this. So basically, like I can imagine like the devs like got to the booming trap, and they're sitting there thinking like, you know, if you run out of crash bombs, right? You know what's the player gonna do about that, right? And they're like, they'll figure it out. That's how I imagine development went down with like the booming trap. And then you get to like Mega Man 3 and like Mega Man 3 and you have issues like Shadow Man and like I'm trying to think of like the big screw up for like beginner players for like make the new like Mega Man series. So like I'm trying to think here. I mean, I guess you can really say the dot robots, cause like even though like honestly I don't really think the dot robots are really hard per se. Like I actually kind of like the dot robot stages, but like for like new players and stuff, like the ones that are trying to get into like the Mega Man series, I can see them having issues with the dot robots. And then Mega Man 4. Okay, I just keep getting speed shoes in this entire run. So basically, with the dot robots, okay, Mega Man 4. Yeah, Mega Man 4, like Mega Man 4, outside the Robot Masters, cause it's really hard, cause like the Robot Masters in Mega Man 4, like besides Toadman, they can kind of screw you over if you don't really know what you're doing. So like, outside of that, the main thing, like assuming that you're good at Mega Man 4, the first like the first like Wily machine, like the part where you use the drill bone on him, like that can really screw you over, because unless you know like that you can like just like press like the drill bomb button again to actually like make it explode, that can screw you over. Because I remember one time I was returning to Mega Man 4 and I didn't know about that, and like I sort of like rage quit it in a sense. So I can't really count Mega Man 4 as a good entry game. And then like Mega Man 5, the Darkman robots will mess players up. So in Mega Man 6, so really Mega Man 6, I'd sort of like recommend players like to start with Mega Man 6. Even though it's pretty boring, like at least like it's a good entry like game into like the Mega Man series. So yeah, that's what me and Mop were like talking about yesterday. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, let's get a new pathway. So yeah, guys, I really love the graphics in this game. Like, obviously they're sort of like higher saturated because this is on the Game Boy Advance, and that's sort of do that so that people can be able to see like what's on the screen. Shoot. Oh, you're supposed to go. I'm supposed to go down this way. Ooh, I like this song. This song is very jazzy. This is a very like classical music type of song right here. Okay, what's the purpose? Why are there so many spikes here? Seriously, damn. So why would you put the spike? Why would you put spikes there? See, if that was Mega Man, you'd be dead already. Wait, hold on, Bloom. I'm gonna read your comment, man. They're all good first picks. No, you're good, man. Yeah, they're still good, like good first picks, like Robot Masters. But I'm saying, like for a beginner player, like for ones that like kind of like me, like let's say like you're an average like Sonic player, right? Because I'm a huge Sonic fan. Like me, I didn't really like touch Mega Man until like ages like down the road and stuff. So like, as a Sonic fan coming to the Mega Man series, like which game would you recommend like them to play? And for me, I'll say Mega Man 6 because like at least like is a good like entry point into like the series. Unless you're like a hardcore gamer and like you really like. Okay, that was Mega Man. I'll be dead already. Guys, if this was Mega Man, that'll be a pit right there. Crap. Crap. I was saying. Oh, come on! Don't kill the music. I love this song right here. I like the boss music in this game because it's very dramatic. It's very suspenseful. Like it's like one of the things that whenever like action's like building up, like drama, like I kind of like the vibe I get from it. I was trying to quick kill this boss, but my skills were lacking there. Again, guys, there's not really much to talk about this game until we get to like the later levels, because like the levels are pretty simple. You can't just like go through them. This is where the difficulty starts to spike. We're just gonna reset there. But yeah, this is where the difficulty really starts to spike for like Sonic Advance. Yeah, you can't go up there unless you're Tails. So the call for there. All right, so this is where the where Dim started to introduce like pits and like this game right here. Like this zone is where pits start to appear, and basically, back when I was like playing this game a couple of years ago, I actually took my time to actually explore some of these levels, and Dims really wants you to actually focus more on exploring these levels and going them pretty quick, because if you're not really paying attention. Oh, I forgot I can actually do that. If you're not really paying attention, or kind of like stick to like going through like one path fast, kind of like the way you go through some of the Genesis games, you may end up running into a pit of spikes. So this is a little further warning for you guys. This is where the difficulty starts to like spike in this game. What? Shoot, man. No, gosh. I kind of like how this song is more subtle. Very like. Wait, did I miss something? Can't remember. Crap. I really want to reset there. Oh, come on, man. Don't put me on this pathway, man. I want to see what's up there. Dang it, man. Yep. Can't go back. Alright, so guys, what I essentially just missed there is that you guys might be wondering, like, well, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'll let you guys figure out. But yeah, guys, be really careful in this parts because like pits do show up here. So you gotta play fairly carefully in some of these parts. Some of these probably parts in a few of these levels. But yeah, guys, so this stage right here inspired like parts of my Frostwoman stage, and this is actually where I got some of our like graphics from. I'm gonna make some like placeholder. Excuse me. Talking too fast here. I'm gonna replace the placeholder art for our stage and actually renew the tile set. But I borrowed like art from this like stage right here because I really like all the rocks and stuff. And I really like the mountainous like atmosphere of this like level. This would be like a level. This would be a good level for you to play in like the early months of like, I'll say 2026. This would be a good month for you to play in like January or February. So like I'll say in the middle of the day you go outside and it's like snowing. This would be a good level to play because that's what it kind of reminds me of. But this inspired my Frost. I'll say this level contributed to my Frostwoman stage. It wasn't all the inspiration, but I'll tell you guys a big inspiration for Frostwoman. Crap. We're gonna. Oh, it starts abruptly. It doesn't give you a warning. It doesn't give you like a ding song before. It doesn't give you any sort of like ding sound before like. If you need bubbles or not. But yeah, guys. I'm also gonna play the Game Gear I'm also gonna play the Game Gear games too when I get around to them. But I'm not sure if I should play the originals, like the Master System or Game Gear versions of these like the 8-bit Sonic titles, or if I should like play like the fan like remakes of like some of these. If I should like play like some of the fan remakes of like some of these like games that like, or some of the 8-bit games that do them justice. Oh, see right there, guys. I didn't even know that Spike would be there. Hey guys, spoiler alert! It gets worse in the next game. Oh, I'm supposed to go down this way. See you guys. This boss right here was a big staple of my childhood. Like me watching on YouTube. I remember like, so back in like 2008. No, it was 2007 while I was watching. I remember I was in first grade. And I remember the first thing when I searched, I think I used to search it like Sonic 1 or something like that. I'll search it Sonic 1, and I'll see this game right here, and like this would be like in this used to be, excuse me guys, this used to be like YouTubers thumbnails back in the day. Like you'll search up Sonic Advance or Sonic 1, and the very first thing you'll see is a thumbnail of this boss right here. And there's a reason for it, because I'm showing you guys right here. But the way to fight it is you have to get on these icicles to hit them. But you guys can see I'm underwater, so I have to choose to either get air or to hit them. And with other characters, this boss is a joke. But as Sonic, you gotta do things the hard way with him. And like honestly, like this like people will complain about this boss, but this boss is not really all that bad. It is more so you got. This game is sort of like a trade-off. Like sometimes, like, is it better to like hit Eggman, or is it better to just like grab air? So I do like the strategy game you have to play here. And also I like how you fight this boss in a cave pretty much. Kind of reminds me of like Mystic Cave. Yeah, I agree with you guys in comments. And also, if you guys missed that thumbnail here, or missed that the title card, the name of this level is called Angel Island Zone. So you'll think that we're basically in a different part of like Angel Island Zone for Sonic 3, right? Like so basically this is supposed to be a different part of Angel Island Zone. At least that's what you think, right? You know, it's kind of interesting how they choose to like call this island Angel Island Zone, when like it doesn't really bear any sort of resemblance to the game. Oh, I thought I was dead there. It doesn't bear any sort of resemblance to the original zone. Hey guys, just take this. Playing this on emulation does not feel the same as playing this on the actual Game Boy Advance. If you play this on actual hardware, like the music and the gameplay hits differently. I'm gonna be quiet a minute so I can take in the music, because this some good music and this stuff. Crap. Crap. Missed it. But yeah, guys, so if you guys know Sonic Generations, originally, Sega promised to, like... So for Sonic Generations for 3DX, Sega actually promised to, like, do, like, the, 8-bit games, or do, like, the handheld games for, the, handheld version of Sonic Generations. But they didn't actually do that. But just imagine if Sega chose, imagine if you guys saw this zone on Sonic Generations 3DS. Like, imagine how good, how good that would feel. Seeing like a 2.5D version of like this zone. Crap. Crap. Come on, let me go to our Sonic. You can do it, Sonic. Oh, it is a path switcher. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys remember when Mob played this game like months ago. Like, I'm sure you guys remember when you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys remember when Mob played this game like months ago. But since I played this game like so many different times in my past, like there's not really much for me to really say about these like levels. At least until the next zone after this one. But I'll be able to get more thoughts on the oh, I'm dead. Shoot. Wow. The very first part of this level is a pit. They put a pit in the first jump in this level, man. That's quite a difficulty spike if you ask me. I tried mirroring Mega Man. No, actually no. They did it in Coleman stage of Mega Man Base. Like, one of the first jumps is a pit. They put a pit at the beginning part of a level, man. Alright, there's no point. Man, I like the graphics in these levels, man. But yeah, I'm sure you guys remember when Mop played this game like ages ago. It was his first time playing this game, so he had like a lot more to say about them and stuff. But like since I've been playing this game for like so many times in my younger days and stuff, like I don't really have much to really say about these like levels and stuff. But you guys will get more thoughts. You guys will get more like you guys will hear more thoughts from me with the next game and the in the third game, because like those were like huge parts of my childhood. And also, spoiler alert, you guys can see a little small graphical change in the next few games. Crap. Hey. Alright. Are you willing to collect the Chaos Emeralds? Sort of, yeah. Really depends on time. Like, I just want to go through the first two games. Probably not for the second game. I might be easier. I sort of have find a ROM that already has that in mind. I mean, I might have to do like a separate stream for like all the Chaos Emeralds, because that's gonna take like a lot of time and stuff. But so far, right now, I'm just like going through the games and stuff. But like, I want to bore you guys to death with me trying to like search for all these Chaos Emeralds and stuff. So to answer your question, we'll have to sort of like play by ear based on how much time you guys have. But like, that was mean. I know, guys. This made it pretty hard for me to get that pathway. They just put that enemy in a very particular spot there. You'll think they're hiding something, right? They are hiding something. We're gonna get to that. Oh yeah, Knuckles. Man, I'm so desensitized to this game, man. But yeah, back in the day, guys, that was a big like. Actually, no, this game came out to Sonic Advance, so yeah, it wasn't so much as a big surprise. But yeah, Knuckles being the antagonist there, like fake Knuckles, like. I mean, we got tired of seeing Knuckles be like the enemy, so him like being like a mechanic there or mecha version, whatever. That was a good relief, because like we was tired of seeing Knuckles be like an enemy. Yeah, the way Dems did those Emerald dudes were horrible. It conflicted with game's level design. Yeah, man, like it was like yeah, it's like they couldn't figure themselves. It's like they couldn't figure themselves out, man. If they wanted you to actually explore, especially in the next game, if they want you to actually go fast, or if they want you to actually explore to get the Chaos Emeralds, like. I don't really know what to say, man, but yeah, man, like, again, for all those like new to this game, it's kind of like spoilers, so I'm not gonna spoil it much. But I will say this: if you want to find the Chaos Emeralds, you're gonna want a guide. If you want to do it authentically, use a guide, or at least if you're using actual hardware, use a guide. But if you're using emulation, find someone who already done the hard work for you, because it's not really worth trying to get all the Chaos Emeralds. Like doing it yourself per deal, because it is a big waste of time. This game is worth it. I do recommend you complete it. But the next couple of the next game after this one, they fixed the advanced story. But the next game after this one right here, use a guide. Use a guide, and like honestly, I wouldn't say it's worth wasting your time, because like yeah. Oh yeah, if you guys also notice here too, the timer is actually counting down. But yeah, guys, Mop actually struggled with this level, and when I first played this game, like I didn't really struggle until like till the very last bit of like this zone. So like the first bit we were like constantly dying a lot. Like I didn't struggle a lot with that as a kid because I kind of like just went through this level. But I would say like towards like the last like 25% of this level, like I did struggle because I didn't really know where to really go. So it gets a little mazy towards the end of this like level. So like yeah. But yeah, guys, a lot of people have like parodies of like you'll see there's like a level a lot of people like a lot of like fan games, like a lot of parodies and stuff, because essentially like okay, that pit should not have been there. Yeah, that was stupid right there, guys. Shoot, okay, I'm not sure what happened there. So just hit me on the... Dude, why would you do that? Like, if you're gonna launch the player, why would you put a pit right there? That's stupid, man. Okay, let's try going on a different pathway, because we're gonna try to avoid that pathway. Oh, we can't, because I'm not Tails. Again, that's bad. That's a bad level design decision right there, guys. Don't make something where like if you play as one character, you're practically screwed. Don't design your levels like that, guys. That's not a good game development choice. If you're gonna screw up from one character, screw up from both characters. Oh my goodness, guys. Come on, Fire. You guys are saying, come on, Fire. Come on, man. We know the bullcrap with this level. Stay strong, man. Bet you all saying that right now. Alright, so apparently you can't explore this level, because if you try exploring this level, you get punished for it. But yeah, I do remember dying a lot in this level though, when I was like younger, so... Sometimes a lot of the paths look the same. Dude, why would you put spikes there, man? Like, what's the purpose of like making it hard to get the invincibility frame, or the invincibility power up? Why would you do that, man? Like, it doesn't... Why would you put spikes there? Guys, like, literally, if I didn't have this protection right here, if I was not dead, I would have been, like... I would have lost a lot of rings for no reason. Like, what was the purpose of even doing that? Crap. Yeah, we're getting that one up, though. Guys, this is Mega Man territory right here, guys. This is Mega Man 9 bullcrap right here. Mega Man 9, I'll say potentially Mega Man 10 bullcrap. Yeah, man, it was insane. Alright, so the game is basically telling me it doesn't want me to spin dash. Alright, so I'm assuming that the game wants me to go slow. So let's try going slow here. But yeah, this is hands down the worst zone in this game. Oh, the game sent me back. How mean. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Yeah, guys, this is an example of how not to deny a level, man. Stay consistent. Don't just like say don't just like tell the player to do one thing then immediately follow with another thing. Like, have consistent level design. Be aware of what you want the player to do, and don't punish them for like silly mistakes, man. And they make an educated guess on what to do next, right? And if you don't telegraph it, don't punish them for taking the wrong pathway or something like that. Crap. Ah, spikes. Game developers' favorite asset, spikes. Spikes and pits. But game devs love the most in video games. Or in level design. Those two assets right there. Takes a lot of work off their hands. So yeah, guys, that part and this part is where I died a lot in my playthroughs of like, of this game. If I recall correctly, I think I died a lot here due to crushers. They put like a whole lot of crushers in these sections. I remember there being a pit in this part, but I do remember dying to crushers. Either I run out of time. Why would you put a spike there, man? Like, it'll make more sense for you to put a spike right here. Why here? Yeah, we're just gonna get that invincibility frame. Oh, shoot, man. A lot of muscle memory. Not good. But yeah, guys, I think I used to spend hours on this level. I remember one time, like, it was like, it was like during like the summer after I finished like 4th grade or something like that. I remember like my uncle was getting ready to go to the airport, pick up my dad. And I remember like this level being like a huge part of that night because I used to spend like hours on this like level. And I remember after I beating it, like it was finally time for us to go to the airport. Oh God! Dude, why would you do that? Why would you put an enemy right there, man? And guys, another note is that if an enemy is gonna conflict with something that you want, if an enemy is gonna conflict with a key level design thing, if a level design gimmick is gonna conflict with an enemy placement, don't put an enemy there. Put some other challenge, but not an enemy that's gonna directly conflict with the level hazard. Oh, that was it. Man. Now, also another thing is don't put random crushers. Like if I wasn't careful there, if I hesitated at one part where that block was going up towards the ceiling, I would have been dead. But yeah, we're done with all the bullcrap, guys. The game gets more forgiving again, at least for the most part. A lot of bullcrap enemy placements, but we're gonna digress. But yeah, this is where the games get. This where like this one was gonna fool you into a false insecurity, right? You don't think the devs learned their lesson? You don't think the devs learned their lesson from the last level, right? Well, you guys gonna see the lesson they kind of learned with a future boss fight. They learned a lesson, but not in a good way. Dude. And here's some, like, this is something that the Genesis Sonic games never did. They won't put like bull crap in like a part like that, man. They won't put random spikes there either, man. Like, it's like a laughing stock, man. At this point, it's a laughing stock. You're just gonna take damage. Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of funny because, like, have you ever married the Genesis games that you can like take damage easily, like left and right? I mean, like, I can't say it's not a bad thing, but I can say that if you're a game dev and you do that, you will get laughed at. This is a little Timmy Lowe design right here, guys. Yeah, guys, if you think that the devs learned a lesson, right, that's where the lesson kind of like falls apart. I used to spend countless I used to spend countless hours on this boss fight right here. This boss fight looks easy, but it's actually not, man. So basically, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hit this thing right around Eggman to make him go upwards, just so you can like hit him. And you know, you'll think that, with all the rings I have, right? You'll think this would be a simple boss fight, right? Here's where the game kind of fools you here. What makes this boss fight annoying is that your rings fall through the platform. And honestly, like, on paper, this boss fight has a good idea and concept. I don't mind having to fight that boss fight with 0 rings. The only thing is when it suddenly decides to it wants to I don't know, move at like 1,000 miles per second, like suddenly. And this boss fight looks deceptively simple, because those little orbs that occasionally shoot out, you can't really ping pong off Eggman's capsule high enough to get around them. So again, this boss fight relies heavily on muscle memory. That's the way to beat it. There's no really big strategy with this boss fight. You just gotta someone instantly jump. And if you wait too long to hit him, he will eventually so if I wait too long to hit him again, he would automatically just did that 1,000 miles Mach speed thing again. Again, it's like Tails and Knuckles. That boss fight is a joke. Yeah, guys, we're in the final zone of this game, or second to last zone of this game, but we're gonna go ahead and call it the final zone since most players are probably not gonna get to the final zone unless they actually look up a guide or something like that. Here's some nice tributes to these nice boss fights though. I actually like this theme right here. I actually like the theme of the final zone because it is kind of suiting for for a climactic battle that's upcoming. I'm gonna go a little slow so you guys can take in the music. Guys, this boss looks simple on paper, but it's actually a lot harder than it actually looks. I used to spend hours in this boss right here. As a kid, I actually struggled with this boss because, like, as a kid, I used to struggle with this boss because you guys saw the way how Mop was handling it, but like essentially, like, this hand right here, like, well, like, okay, I guess the best way to sort of explain it is like with this boss. Oh shoot, I got hit there. Oh, that was douche. But like the way Mop kind of explained it was kind of accurate. I was essentially trading hits with this boss as a kid, so I didn't really know how to beat it until like I know about Sonic's instant shield. But before I I would try to jump in his capsule as I move on though. All right, guys, we beat the game. We beat the game, as most players would say. If you're a first-time player, this is the ending that you will see. This is essentially what Mop will see. Yeah, I'm enjoying the Balloon Boy. I really like it, man. I might try to see if I can stream it because like I think with the whole like full screen issue, I think that's sort of like fixed the I think that's sort of fixed it. So I might just switch it. All right, let's fast forward through this. We're not gonna. Alright, you guys missed it, but the game told us to like, the game told us that like crap. So the game told us that like we need to get Chaos Emeralds, and you might be wondering, right? So like basically like, you guys remember Sonic 1, right? We didn't know about the Chaos Emeralds. Like all you will see is big rings, right? But when you get to the end, as you guys saw with this game, when you get to the end of the zone with 50 rings, there's no big ring pop up, right? So you might be wondering, like, Fire, like, how you get the Chaos Emeralds in this game? Like, I swear, like, I looked everywhere, but like, I don't know how to find the Chaos Emeralds. Well, I got some good and bad news for you. The good news is they're in this game. The bad news is that you have to look for them. And unless you're Tails or Knuckles, if you're playing as Sonic, the game makes it pretty annoying for you to get the Chaos Emeralds because just when you're on the right pathway, this goes like, nah, I don't want you to do it. Like they'll throw like a troll at you to like. They also throw a troll at you that'll throw you off the pathway of getting a secret. And once you're off that pathway, it's hard to get back on it again. So it's like they want you to like go for the Chaos Emerald, but it's like they don't at the same time. Like I want you to compare it to Sonic 1, or I want you to compare it to the games that actually properly handle secrets. I want you to compare it to games that properly handle secrets. Like they wouldn't just like troll you. They would just like wouldn't like punish you for like. Okay, yeah, we're okay, guys. Look, I don't know this game in and out, so like, we'll have to get Chaos Emeralds on a separate stream. But essentially, you have to sort of like. Alright, tell you guys this is that if you guys want to get Chaos Emeralds, there are special springs you have to hit. And it's a lot easier for you to do it as Tails or Knuckles because they can actually climb or get in other pathways easier. So do it with those characters first. Get all Chaos Emeralds with them. And spoiler, you're required to do it for all characters for you to get a special ending. And if you do it with all characters, you get unlock a special boss and you get a special ending. That's what it takes to to like get all the Chaos Emeralds. But for some reason, Dimps decided to be pricks, and they decided just like if you get hit one time when you're on the pathway, they send you to a different pathway, and make it hard for you to go back to the pathway. All right, let's move on to a different game. If I'm gonna do Chaos Emeralds, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it in a separate stream, because like that will take quite a bit of time. Weird. Yeah, hold on, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna temporarily pause the window capture. We're gonna search for this bad boy. Hang on a second, guys. I'm still with you. I'm just like searching for like the folder. All right. Hang tight for a second. Noted. So. Okay, got it. Alright, so guys, this game was actually my first ever owned Sonic game. I love this song right here. Yeah, we're gonna turn it up some. So yeah, so basically like before I even knew like who Sonic the Hedgehog was, the first thing I saw, okay, so when I was a kid, like I didn't know who Sonic was. But I remember like, so to give you guys a little bit of a history, my mother actually owned a Game Boy Advance when I was like 4 years old. When I was like 3 years old or something like that. She had like a Game Boy Advance, and she used to play like a lot of like Mario and Wario games and stuff. So like, I remember like when I was a kid, I used to like beg her to well, not beg her, but I'll ask her to like play, to like share a Game Boy Advance with me, and I'll play on it. And my mother really liked how took notice how I really liked. Oh crap. My mother like took note on how I really like Mario, like it's called Mario Advance 4, but it's actually Super Mario Bros 3 for the Super Nintendo, but on the Game Boy Advance. So she took note of how I really liked that game a lot as a kid. So she got me a game for GameStop, and it happened to be Sonic the Hedgehog as the first choosing. So when I first saw Sonic as a kid, I thought Sonic was human. I thought Sonic was some sort of scientist in like a blue coat or something like that. Like I didn't even know he was a hedgehog. I didn't even know like hedgehogs existed. So like I remember I used to spend a lot of hours in this game a lot as a kid, and the first thing that impressed me about this game was the graphics. Like I really like the graphics and stuff. So like for most of my life, like I would for most of my time in elementary school, this game was actually my childhood. And this is my first ever owned Sonic game. So my mother gave me this game, and she gave my older brother Sonic Advance 3, the sequel to this game. Now I'm trying to think, when I was like 4 years old, that'd be 2005. Yep, sounds about right. But yeah, so she gave my older brother Sonic Advance 3, and I actually played a little bit of that game at the time, but like initially I didn't really like Sonic Advance 3. Like my brother had like most dibs in that game, so I was just mostly stuck playing this game. And I remember liking it for the most part, except for like the last few zones and stuff. But I remember like as a kid, like I remember this game sort of starting out brain dead easy, and then like the difficulty started like curving. And I remember like as a kid, so as a kid, like I really liked like so as a kid, I really liked a lot of bass lines and like tracks and stuff. So as a kid, I really loved this like boss track for Sonic Advance 2. And I remember like I used to have a lot of fantasies over it. Like I used to like always like think about like each time I'll go to school, I'll always think about this boss music, and I'll always like think about it. And like Iron Cream, I forgot. When I was a kid, I didn't even know, but I didn't know about Cream. But I actually had someone else's copy of the game, and they actually like went out of the way to actually get all the stuff needed to get the Chaos Emeralds and this final boss at the end.
3, 2, 1.
But yeah, again, guys, as a kid, I was heavily impressed with the visuals and stuff. And if I can remember correctly, I remember my older brother liking this level. Like he actually really liked this level a lot. And like I remember like this level Hot Crater, it was a really big staple of my early like experience with this game, because like I remember like I used to visit my dad's family in Tennessee, and I remember like I was visiting my family. This level and this level and Ice Paradise, the level after the next one, I remember like I used to spend like a lot of hours in these stages. This level, cause as a kid I was like pretty like you know how kids are, like you know when you're like 4 years old, like you're still like learning like video games and stuff, so like you don't really think too much. So like I used to get stuck in some of these like levels. And I remember like spending like a long time on this, but I remember my cousins were kind of like fun of this level, and see, I'm trying to remember. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm gonna go with the dot. I'm gonna get the Ice Paradise. I'm gonna get the Ice Paradise and Music Plant, but let's go and talk about the innovation with this game. So, all like the first game was about platforming. This game is all about going fast. rocking this music right here.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey guys, look, I'm making this look easy, but if you're like a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, you'll spend hours on these levels. The first level like will be really easy, but then like the next one was like, the next one with the sword is like you'll just be on for like a couple like for like a good like half hour or so. Like this level is where like Dimps really goes like. This level is where Dimps sort of encourage you to kind of slow down, because like if you go too fast, you can get a little lost in this level. And there are a couple of pits here every like there are a couple of pits like every now and here, but like you don't really like encounter them. Now, also as a kid, I didn't really know about this. That move I'm doing, where if you go up a spring or something similar to that, you can do a little special move. Like I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that. Ah! Why is there a spike there, man? Dude, why aren't you despawning? That thing did not despawn, man. That's kind of funny. Oh yeah, if you follow the rails there, you're dead. Just let you guys know. The first I got Armor Core 3 when I was 4, or maybe 5, I'm not sure, was the Defend Naive Bridge mission. The atmosphere of that mission scared the heck out of me. Oh, really? Wait, did I get to that part, Bloom Boy? I'm like curious, man. Honestly, Bloom Boy, for you to be able to play Armor Core like that as a kid, man, that's too close to you, man, because I will never, like... Okay, as a kid, I was, like, really dumb. Like, in my early childhood. So, like, I would never gotten as far as I did in, like, Armor Core. Okay, I'm dead. Yep. Go, let's turn the music, because I want to rock this song. Ouch. Crap, too slow. Kinda interesting how like Dimps were able to get that rotation there on the Game Boy Advance. Just kinda ignore it. I kinda like this admiring the art here. Ouch. I was looking at the rotation of that cannon there. Guys, like as far shoot. Oh guys, it's very easy to die on this boss. This is where the difficult guy spikes a bit as far as like boss fight goes. It's very easy to die on this boss if you're not careful. I used to actually like I never really had a hard time with this boss as a kid, but I remember some playthroughs of this game, like I died a lot to. I remember some playthroughs of this game, I died pretty often to this boss. But yeah, I like the concept of this boss though. I like the tank concept. So like I was actually debating this. I was actually debating making this a mid boss and like make my Operation Plus in one of the levels and stuff. And it's still right now it's still on the drawing board. But that's where I was like thinking for one of the bosses in his like game. I'm not sure. I was a kid. I was able to I think like I can't remember if hold on a second. Let me think real quick. No, I never had a hard time with that boss. I remember my older brother used to beat that boss like super easily while taking damage. But I always took damage. Oh yeah, guys, my older brother. I remember he actually really liked this stage right here. And I'll give you guys a little spoiler. A lot of people that when a lot of people think about this game, they think about the next few zones. They don't really think about like the first zone, the last zone, and the zone before this one. This zone is by far one of the most popular zones in the next one. Come on, man! Don't kill the music, man. I like the funny sounds that these instruments make me come out of them. I don't think I can mimic some of these sounds. But yeah, guys, my early my early artifact of this like zone right here is I remember like I remember as a kid I thought this zone was pretty silly. I mean, I thought it was kind of weird. It's like you hear the noise and stuff. But I remember like I used to like. I remember those like bell enemies, but I remember like I used to like play. I remember like, or the most I remember this zone when I was a kid is I remember like, as a kid like I used to get taken a lot. Oh, I thought I was in pit there. But yeah, as a kid, I remember I used to go to like these different McDonald's. So back in my town I used to live in, there used to be like a McDonald's, Burger King, and I used to like ask like my, I remember I asked my granddad to me like McDonald's one time, and throughout that trip, I remember this zone right here.
Three, two, one, go!
Okay, I have to say I like Act 2's version better than Act 1. So the last zone was kind of more chill as far as the music instrument goes. So let's see how I should put it. Okay, so the last act was more jazzy. This was more rock. So so the same music, but the last one kind of focused more on. The last one kind of focused more on jazz. This one focused more on. This one focuses more on rock, as you guys can hear with the bass. The bass is actually the bass in Sawtooth is actually carrying most of this song right here. And also, most of my time in this level was spent with these little like pipe holes right here. Yeah, give me that key. Oh, damn! Come on! No! Give me that key. Just got to have it. I like the colors in this level. I really like that sky background. Ah, missed it there. Wonder what's up here. Why would you put a bell enemy right there? Again, guys, this makes some pretty interesting level design decisions. Oh, it's down here. Dude! All these random enemy places, man. Okay, I know what I need to do there. Oh, that was it? Oh, that's quick. Fun fact, every zone with odd numbers has one of Sonic friends captured. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I agree with you, man. Kinda interesting, though. Makes you think, what does Demps have to do with? What does Demps has against even numbers? Why specifically odd numbers? I remember as a kid, I made this boss look easy, but as a kid, I actually spent a long time on this boss. I never actually struggled with it, but I remember like having a hard time getting on some of these platforms. Dude! Get up there, Sonic. Guys, remember before this boss, there was Big Pet in Mega Man 5. I like all these egg vehicles in this game, though. I'll say all the bosses. I like the egg vehicle. Okay, I've been streaming for about a little bit over an hour by now, so. Thanks, Sonic. Eggman just came out of nowhere. Eggman, what's he plotting this time? Wow, Sonic is gonna ignore Tails. I gotta hurry. See you, Tails. Huh? Sonic, you just there. You just saw me. Why you run out so quick? Sonic, wait for me. Wow, Sonic. You'll think you want to talk to one of the smartest characters in this universe and figure what Eggman's doing, but no, you just run off. Why? Guys, this is everybody's child. This is probably okay. I'm just gonna be quiet real quick.
2, 1, go!
Oh, got it. Oh, okay, that's weird. Hey guys, want something stupid? Yes! Yes, man. This block will push you into those spikes. Why? Why would you put an instant kill right there, man? It's stupid, man. Like, why would you do that, man? But yeah, anyways, I didn't finish my thought earlier, but basically, like, a lot of people like this zone because of a special fan game or a flash game called Sonic Ultimate Flash. This game was a lot of people's nostalgia. This zone right here was a lot of people's nostalgia. Crap. And a lot of people like love the song in this level. So not because like of the level of aesthetics or the vibes, but purely just because like of the music. That's why a lot of people like love this like level right here. And also as a kid, those little like pulleys. Oh, you guys missed it, and I'm gonna show you guys again in the future. But those little pulleys, I was not good with those as a kid. I had like a really hard time with them. Dimps, oh my goodness. I swear if I miss a key, man, I'm gonna be so mad. How about I get up there, man? It's this way? Uh-oh, shoot, messed up. Nope, missed it. Gonna take a nice hard left there. Yeah. Take me back, baby. Sad life! Sad life! Only got 6 keys! I didn't get 7. The easiest zone to get all 6 keys in. But to get all 7 keys in, but I missed one because like some stupid thing. But yeah guys, I didn't really talk about my experience with this level, but as a kid, I actually struggled with this level quite a bit. Because like, those little pulley gimmicks, but also because in this level, this is where Dimps really start putting more pits in. Like, it's actually quite easy to die this level if you're not careful. So I remember like dying a lot in this like second part, and that's why like I find the music in that's why I find the music in the second half to be more memorable because of that. Get over there, Sonic. No, I missed the key. I missed the juicy key, man. Well, down to the lower path. But yeah, guys, this level actually inspired my Frostwoman stage. This was the huge inspiration right here. The nighttime, the snow. This is actually where I took the snow graphic from Frostwoman stage from, and where most of our assets is from. But yeah, this level right here was a heavy inspiration for our stage. So imagine this level with mountains in the background and like in the Auroras and stuff like that, that's you basically got Frostwoman stage, minus the city background. So guys, with this boss right here, I actually struggled a lot with this as a kid, because the main gimmick of it is basically like the as you guys see there, like you guys see that little Eggman face? That thing opens and closes. And obviously, well not obviously, but whenever it is like closed, you want to jump on it and use it as a platform to launch you up into Eggman. And throughout this fight, you got those little like bomb things that are like throwing its like thing that. Throughout this boss fight, Eggman is dropping bombs at you. So you want to like dodge, it, and it looks easier said than done, so like it is quite a bit of challenge. That was fun, man. Again, guys, if you guys play this game, I recommend you guys play on hardware to get the true experience. Playing this game on actual hardware is a completely different experience. Playing this on emulation just doesn't really hit the same.
3, 2, 1, go!
And yes, I intentionally missed that jump. So guys, as a kid, I actually like got stuck in this level for like a really long time. Because essentially, something is actually coming up here to where if you miss a certain jump, you're basically screwed. I don't know what that means, guys. So I'm dead. As a kid, you'll be seeing that a lot actually.
Go!
Okay, I missed a jump, so I try to figure out where to go. Mitchie. Oh, I missed it again. Crap.
3, 2, 1, go!
As a kid, I actually had to beg my mother for help to see what to do there, because I was like so confused on like how to get past that part. Well, logical reason we go down here, guys. Guess what? This is often what I did as a kid. Like, I actually went this alternate pathway right here to try to see if I can find a way to actually like not have to worry about that little part right there. I hate it. As if you guys can already tell, I hated the zone as a kid. I hated the zone. Well, I'm dead, guys. Too bad.
3,
So, guys, a little spoiler alert. When I played this game, I actually didn't beat this game as Sonic. I beat this game as Cream the Rabbit.
1,
Because what I'll do with Cream the Rabbit, if I miss this jump, I will fly up there. I will fly, and I'll take the alternate pathway. That's why I dropped the controller as Sonic, because like Cause I just couldn't figure out, right? But until like later, I figure out what you're supposed to do. I'll get to it in a second here, guys. What you're supposed to do is when you guys see this up arrow, and the game never explains it to you. You have to sort of just like by chance figure it out. But you're supposed to press your R button, your R or L button, and press up to like make that jump right there. I know, right? It's bullcrap, guys. As a kid, I never figured. As a kid, I never figured it out. I actually like end up switching. I actually switched the game to Creed and Rabbit, and guess what? If I had not switched to Creed and Rabbit, and I kept trying to beat the game as Sonic, I would have gave up and moved on to Sonic Advance 3. But yeah, I had a lot of issues with the stage as a kid. Dude. Why would you put Amy there, Dimps? Well, too late now. If I was Creed and Rabbit, I'll be able to go up there, but since I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, looks like we gotta do things our way. Or specifically, we gotta limit our pathway options. Oh yeah, and Mop didn't know what to do there. You just gotta hold left. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, did I forget to let Discord know I was streaming? Okay, I did let them know. Sweet, I just wanted them to all know.
Three, two, one, go!
I don't really know what to really say here, guys, so that's why I'm quiet right. What? Dude!
3, 2, 1, go!
Again, that's a bad pit placement right there. Again, if you're a Creed and Rabbit or Tails, if you're a Creed and Rabbit, Tails and Knuckles, that would be a joke. That whole section would be a joke right there. Got different pathways to choose from. Not sure which route to take. Oh crap. Oh, yep, I'm locked out. Oh! I thought I was so dead there. Oh, that could have been so bad. Oh, man. Dude. All these bad enemy places, man. Why? This is why, man. Oh yeah, guess what, guys? If you fall down here, you're dead. As you guys can probably guess, as a kid, I struggled with this part right here. If you fall down at any point here, like down to the ground, it's game over right there. At least, like, well, you lose a life. Hey guys, guess what? Hey guys, thought that was bad. It gets worse. Knuckles. But guys, that's not the bad part. You guys see that? You guys see that nice, like, you know, handy hand right there? Looks nice, right? Guess what? If it hits you, you're dead. Well, if you get... Well, okay, let me rephrase it. If that thing slaps Sonic, like, if it, like, you guys see how it makes contact? If it makes contact with Sonic, like on the Z-axis, it's instant kill. As a kid, I never really struggled with this boss. But, like, I remember my older brother, like, told me that, like, take out the little, like, laser-looking thing, or that little turret thing. Oh. But yeah, I never actually struggled with this boss as a kid, but I did as an adult, though. When I learned that thing can, like, basically instant kill you. Oh. Alright, this is gonna take a while, guys. But yeah, that hit is instant kill though. If it hits you on the Z-axis. Dude! If I had been further and that thing's hit boss, that would be instant kill right there. Again, don't mess around this boss, guys. If you mess around this boss, you're gonna lose a lot of lives to it. Uh-oh. Wait, Sonic, don't do that. And don't get hit by that hand. Whatever you do not get hit in the hand on Z-axis. Yeah, guys, you guys can probably guess when the boss gets desperate, what essentially happened is that that hand will start striking more frequently. Nope. Too early. We're just gonna play the waiting game. Dude! How? Like, I didn't even touch, like, okay, let me clarify something, guys. That was supposed to just do damage. How was that instant kill? Crap. Oh shoot. But yeah, guys, I never really sure with this boss though. I found it to be the most inconsistent because like that hand will go from doing damage to you to just like instant killing you. It made absolutely no sense to me as a kid. Yeah, we're just gonna play the waiting game here, guys. We're gonna wait till the that little egg capsule gets around the corner. And also, as a kid, I didn't know about the Sonic's air dash. If you double tap the arrow keys, the air dash. So I used to like spend a lot of time in this boss to avoid getting killed or losing a life, whatever. Crap. Too early there. That was close. But yeah, guys, I swear, man, this boss puts Eggman to shame, man. Because if Eggman had to like design his one of his like capsules like this would have easily been like one of the most frustrating bosses in Sonic. It would save him like a lot of hassle if you think about it. Don't touch. No touchy, Sonic. No touchy. Don't touch the hand. Today, Sonic, we're gonna stay germ free. No contact, man. We're gonna follow COVID here. Fair, Sonic, our goal is to follow COVID. No contact. That's how you live. That's how you don't lose a life. Alright, guys, this is an example as to how to not design a boss fight. Just to let you guys know. Also, I didn't talk about this, but as much as I don't like this stage did inspire my altitude man stage. That little air stage, my level pack, or my fan game. This level was the inspiration behind it. This little canyon stage, with you being high up in the air on like little giant canyon, or whatever. This was the inspiration behind it. Just to let you guys know. Oh, shoot. That was close. Yeah, that boss sucked, man. Probably one of the worst bosses in the game. Yeah, screw that boss. Screw you, Knuckles. For designing one of the worst bosses ever, man. You know, the strange thing just happened. Yeah, not surprised, Knuckles. Don't tell me about it. Wow, Sonic, that's quite a short dialogue for the pain that Knuckles put you through. So as you guys can probably guess, if you guys were to play as Knuckles and find a boss, it'll be Eggman in that capsule. This stage right here is another state of my childhood. I used to spend a lot of hours on this on the stage, because like in the second half of this level, there are like some areas, or there are some pits placed in areas that you at least expect them to be placed at. Caesar Worm, by the way, guys. It's like a little Caesar Worm because there are some flashing there are a bit of flashing lights in stage. Why would you put a spike there, Dimps? Why not just let the player make the mistake and fall down there? But yeah, I love this song, by the way, though. Sonic, how, man? How could you allow yourself to fall there? Oh yeah, if you didn't know about that, guys, you get sent down to the different pathway. That was a bad aim. That was a bad aiming placement. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, you see those? Okay, I can see the death. I'll show you guys later. I'll show you guys in the next part whenever I see it again. Oh, missed it. Wait, am I? Oh man, did I know that was a pit there? No, I didn't. But no, the crazy thing. I'll try to see if I can slow it down here. I'll show you guys something a little crazy here in a minute. See if I can find it. I love this song. It's a pretty long level. Dang it, man. Kill the music. Why did you kill the music, man? Why, game? Next track is kind of weak.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, guys, remember that pit I fell in? Cause I'm gonna show you guys something a little crazy here. Remember that pit. Oh yeah. Hey guys, you see those green? You see those nice little green looking things? Watch what's gonna fall down here. That's how the game telegraphs when there's a pit. But I'm something crazy. They don't telegraph that to all pits. Again, there's a feeling of consistency there, right? So you'll think that the game will tell you when like there's when pits in like this level, right? So there was a pit there, and there was a pit, and there's a pit there. Again, pretty inconsistent how I fell into the pit when that wasn't telegraphed. The crazy thing is that let's assume that you know they meant to telegraph a pit there, right? What was the pit telegraphs in other stages? In Sky Canyon? Why didn't it telegraph pits there? Again, I have to say, like, this game and the next one, the best music, but this game has a bit of consistency errors. If I ever do make a cyber level like this, if I were making another cyber level, I might make one kind of inspired by this stage right here. I might partially make my Slime Man stage inspired by this over right here. Oh no, you're not gonna put me there, game. Nice try. As a kid, I used to die there a lot as Cream. As a kid, I actually struggled with this boss here. Just a little bit. Mainly because of like, those little yellow things that pop out of his little capsule. I realized that this track kind of sounds kind of similar to the X Zone in the first game. Wait, okay, took damage there. Oh, I can't lose his life here, guys. If I lose a life here, that's it. I gotta redo those first two zones again. Okay, that was very awkward there. Why did you do a short jump there, Sonic? You could have took this dude out. Ouch. Well, missed all those rings right there. Oh! That was insanely close. Yeah, get out of here, Eggman. We're tired of this boss fight. Hey guys, a little spoiler alert, the next boss is pretty fun. I think you guys will like the next boss fight. Egg Utopia.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm gonna intentionally die here. I'm gonna reset my lives. Pull the Mega Man strategy.
3,
I'm gonna reset my lives here.
1, go!
This game over screen used to kind of creep me out a little bit as a kid. Because, like, yeah, it was clutch. because like it sounded a little bit creepy, and like I didn't really like the screen going dark.
Sonic Advance.
And as you guys can imagine, I had that death a lot in Sky Canyon, so whenever I would see the clouds kind of darken, it used to creep me out.
3, 2, 1, go.
I love this track right here. Yeah, guys, I remember liking this level a lot as a kid. I never actually died a whole... Despite how scared this level looks, I never actually died a whole lot in it. And again, I'm making it look easy, but like, you don't really have to use tricks in this level. It's actually pretty hard to actually die in this level. Like, you gotta try pretty hard to die, because like, the setups are made to where, you can actually make some of these jumps here. It's like listening it. Trying to listen to like the bass. Wait, oh shoot, oh shoot. Like I said, guys, that's pretty hard to die in this level, but you gotta be a little bit careful. Oh, don't kill the music. Yeah, we're gonna take a death there. I really did like that song. Oh! We're gonna wait it out, guys. I like this track. Why would you put enemies there, dimps? Okay, I thought I was about to finish the stage. I was like, nope. I'm intentionally going slow, by the way, guys, because I want y'all to hear this music. But yeah, guys, I remember my cousins really liking this level right here. Like, I remember one time, like, well, I had to ask one of my cousins for help with one part, like, the stage, because, like, I forget why, but I remember one time struggling with this, level.
3, 2,
I'm gonna let y'all listen to music for a minute. Dimps, come on, man. Is this a joke to you, Dimps? Seriously? Dimps, come on, man. Dude. Yep.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wait, where am I going? Dude, no! Dude! What the heck, man? Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was stupid. Hang on, guys. Ma'am? Mom? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare your mom. I was like streaming. Almost done, though. Almost done streaming.
Sonic Advance. Sonic. Three, 2, 1, go!
Again, guys, this is not how. This is an example of how to not design your levels. I can imagine Mob not liking some of these levels here, guys, especially this one right here. Good music, poor design.
Go!
Oh man. Hope y'all enjoy this stream, man. Getting some kicks out of it. I don't think you guys want to see some of the reactions I'm having to some of these traps.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, we're gonna do a nice hard reset there.
Sonic Advance. Sonic.
Oh man.
3, 2, 1, go!
I swear to freaking God. Dude! Why would you put a spike and a crusher next to each other? That's bullcrap, man! Why would you do that? Okay, what do the rings mean? Okay, where am I going? Okay. Wow, Dims, it's like you're saying you don't want us to get the special rings. Wow, Dims, why are you punching me for getting something that like... Some of this... Okay, guys. Excuse me. I want you guys to think about this, right? If you want to reward the player for collecting something, right? Would it also make sense to punish them too? Because that's essentially what this game is doing. This game is essentially punishing you for like... for collecting a reward. Oh man. Almost at the end, guys. We're almost at the end.
Three, two, one, go!
What's this way? Dude, I swear, if I'm dead. Dude! Why would you do that?
Three,
This one, the music was getting good too, man.
go!
Wait, why would you... Almost there, guys. A lot of pits. You guys aren't seeing it, but there are a lot of pits in some areas that you would not have guessed there to be. swear to freaking God, if you do that again, Sega. Or not Sega, but you know, Dimps. Not gonna lie to you, but that's bullcrap right there. Why would you put a spike there, man? Okay, what am I supposed to do here, man? Okay. Okay, seriously, man. Hey guys, this will be the point where you want to play as like Crane the Rabbit or like Tails or something like that. Sonic has like the worst time in these stages. Well, missed the screen there. Hopefully I don't get punished for that, because it's been quite a while since I got in a checkpoint. Finally. Okay, where am I going? But in case you guys had not noticed, Egg Utopia is clearly inspired by like I think it's called Cosmic Wall or something in like in Sonic Adventure 2. That like little space station Defig like level in Sonic Adventure 2. That's what this level is inspired by. In case you guys had not figured out already. Dude, why would you put spikes in these areas, man? Why? Why would you put spikes? Give me some rings, man. Yeah, go in some. Oh well, too late now. All right. Amazing music. Stage sucks. I'd say it's better than Sky Canyon, but it has its fair share of issues though. But yeah, guys, as a kid, I really love this boss. I actually think it's probably one of the coolest Sonic bosses that ever exists and stuff. Cause I like the concept of it. I like the little bumps it makes when it explodes. Alright, I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. For a boss, it's actually quite easy if you think about it. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet cause I. Thank God that zone's over with. Alright, Of course, guys, it can't be called Final Zone X because we already have a Final Zone X. So they gotta call it Final Zone XX. So this is basically where Sega decides to pull a Mega Man here, and like you decide to do boss fight remixes. I love this song, by the way, guys. In case you guys already know this. Man, I wish Mop was here, man. He's probably busy staying. He's probably busy studying networking. Alright, now time for the hardest one out of these like bosses. I probably should save state it here because it's kind of bull crap. That you know, the Knuckles boss, or should I say the Eggman boss now. No, Sonic, don't touch it. Learn your lesson, buddy. Crap, got blasted there. Okay, how'd that snipe me from below, man? Dude! Gotta be really careful here. Now, time for the worst of them to fight this little ham thingy. And I think this is where I would die the most to this this boss right here and this zone right here. That hand like took me out like a lot of times. That hand took me like out a lot of times than like that little laser thing. All right, gotta be patient here. That was close. Oh, too early. Don't want to do it. That's all bait you right there. When there's that little hand wave, it'll bait you into a little like slap like that. Because like as soon as it finishes that move, it's like you won't have enough time that you react to get the way of its like next like attack. Of that attack right there. So whenever it does a little fan move, you gotta quickly move out of the way because it'll bait you. Yeah, we're gonna take care of business there because I don't want to fight that boss again. I'm jamming to this boss music right here, though. Youch. Almost there, guys. We gotta fight the cool boss now. Everybody's favorite boss of the entire game. Quite literally, because the next two bosses are kind of eh. Okay, I can't be cocky and losing my rings here though. Just imagine a Gravity Man was designed like that, where you can just like you can just like switch between like gravity voluntarily. Yep. Rip the awesome music, cause now we're at the final boss, or the final boss that most everybody would get to. No, give me the ring, man. Okay, how'd that kill me, man? Oh, gotta be careful here, guys. Don't want to die. Alright, guys. This is the easiest. This is probably the second easiest boss in this game, man. I can't screw up here. Come on, Sonic. It's easy boss, Sonic. Don't mess it up. No, Sonic, don't do that. Don't double tap. That was close. It's like I almost had a really good light show there. Oh, that was so close. Sonic, come on, get the right. Sonic! Dude! Gotta raise the stakes, man. That's how it works in these games. Oh! Well, Sonic, that was a good light show, man. I'll give one last. I'll get this stage one last 10. I gotta move on because I've been streaming for a while, guys. I know y'all want to see me beat this game, but you know. And there's one reason I don't like the lies system. Like honestly, I'm gonna remove like lies in my game. If not, I might get played like way more lives than like necessary, because like this is the main reason why lies suck, guys. Alright, we're gonna take out these bosses pretty quick, man. Crap. Come on, Sonic, you can do it, man. We believe in you, buddy. Close enough. Crap. Probably should use the instant shield to sort of hover me up a bit. In case you guys can tell what I just did there, I used Sonic's instant shield right at the point of like contact with that little like platform thing. So where I didn't like, essentially I don't really have to actually like full blown touch it. I can just like use the instant shield to sort of trigger the bounce pad thing. There we go. I gotta be careful here, guys. The hand is not very let's say it's not very friendly. Crap. Yep, that's how it baits you. Not gonna fall for it. Let's try. Dang it. One more hit. Nope. Nope, it's gonna bait me. That's how it gets you right there. Just when you have the opportunity to hit Eggman, just like it baits you and it hits you and does an instant kill to you. Crap, that was the instant. Patient. Patient, patient, patient. Too high there. And that's probably one of the biggest things I love about Sonic, guys. As a kid, I always loved Eggman's like mobile builds and stuff. Like honestly, if Dr. Wily really did that, I think it would look a lot cooler. Missed it. Alright, let's take down Eggman for good, Sonic. or at least temporary, because there's a there's a secret boss, guys. But I'm gonna tell you guys how you guys earn it, though. I like Sonic's sprite there. He's like surprised just by the sheer scale of like Eggman's like. Whoa, shoot, that was close. Oh man, that was close. Oh, yeah, I love that light show. Actually, guys, the strategy is, if I remember correctly, you're supposed to take out the those little like rocket arm things, and it is possible to destroy them. But essentially, how you're supposed to like make the boss fight easier and not die. Well, there goes my last ring. Yep. Alright guys, got 2 more chances, don't wanna mess it up here, or else I gotta call it stream. Sonic, get that ring, buddy! Tripping, man. Wait for it. Alright, now the boss fight becomes a little more manageable. Also good to get his arm though. His little back arm. That's right, man. Alright. Take you out, buddy. Got no defenses left. Wait for it. Nope. Oh, he's angry. He spawned those things more rapidly now. Whoa, I did not want you to do that, Sonic. Gonna play a little bit safe here. Okay. Spawned him a little bit rapidly. Oh man, give myself a heart attack, man. Man, that was a feat right there. This is the ending that most players are going to see. Thanks, Bloom Boy. Yeah, I kind of clutched that boss fight. You got to be a lot quicker, but like it's a lot better if you just take out those arms. It makes your life a lot easier. I know, right? Yeah, you might as well go and call them cocaine arrows, man. Don't worry, I'll do another stream. I'll collect all the chaos emeralds in another stream, guys. I will do that. You know, I probably won't like do it all. I'll probably just do it for an individual character. But like, we're just gonna go through the games in these streams, and then like I'll dedicate some time to collect all the chaos emeralds in another stream. Yeah, guys, that's the ending that most players would see in their first playthrough. And you guys were wondering, like, hey, Fire, where are the Chaos Emeralds? I didn't see any Chaos Emeralds. Well, remember those rings that have been collected throughout this run, right? Those little big rings, right? If you get all 7 of them and don't lose a life, while you have them collected, and make it through the end of the level, you get to a special stage. And guess what? You collect throughout all stages? Cool. Guess what? You gotta do it for all the characters in order for you to get the final boss, to get the one true ending. So let's see, 7 times like, okay, let's put it this right. Let's see, 7 times, I don't know, like 7 zones. Let's see, 4. That means you gotta collect 49 tokens total for a character. Multiply it by 5, or I'll say by 4. Hold on, let me see how many characters we got. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 49, guys. That means we gotta collect the emeralds, or collect the tokens, a whopping like 3. 223. Let's see, 4. 4 times 9 is 6. That's 6 times 4. Yeah, 196 times you gotta collect these tokens just for you to get to the final boss of this game. If you guys want to do that, I recommend you guys start with Cream and Tails. Those are the easiest, and you guys can probably tell you get some bullcrap thrown at you guys, so it's better to start with these 2 characters right here. Then do a Sonic and, you know, the other characters. There's some bullcrap, guys, but I've been streaming for roughly about 3 hours now, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, guys. But hey, it's been a fun stream. I think tomorrow's scheduled to take some Bloom Tower Defense. So I'm probably gonna stream that game for probably a couple hours tomorrow. Then I'm gonna call it a day. Then I'm gonna go and post next week's schedule up. Yeah. All right. I'm in. Go ahead and end it here, guys. I gotta eat dinner. So, hey y'all, peace out. Fun stream. Thanks for joining me tonight.